Okay, we are live. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Was just kind of in the mood to do a stream, so I figured why not, right? I don't know how many people I'll get here today, but we'll have to see. I did want to talk about a few things as well, but I do want to wait for more people to get here, of course. But yeah, I do realize I am streaming rather late as well, so we'll see how many people show up. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Immortal? How's it going? Welcome, man. Yeah, I've actually been doing quite a few streams as of late. It's really the only thing I have to do, I guess. Good, how about you? I'm doing fine, thank you. Your Sepultura still hasn't came in? Oh man, sorry to hear that. Um, yeah, I actually might be making an exchange trip tomorrow, so that'll be cool. And if so, you more than likely can expect a CD pickup video soon. Have you listened to In Rock by Deep Purple? I have not. I have not. Deep Purple is a band that I might want to look into sometime, though. I believe I have mentioned that before. Another epic stream tonight. Hey, what's up, Andrew? Maybe. Maybe you should. Yeah, probably. Man, you are streaming a lot this week. Is this a new trend? Yeah, I was just saying before how I have been streaming more often recently. I just, I don't know. I guess I have nothing better to do. But yeah, I know I'm also streaming later than usual too, so not sure how many people will show up. And also, when winter comes around, I hope to stream downstairs again. I kind of like streaming downstairs though. I can't believe Alex's channel continues to grow at a rapid rate. Oh, dude, I know. I was just telling MJ about that. He can't believe it either. dude, like, I don't know. That's sad. And you know what's really sad? My video on Todd Latour got quite a bit of heat from people. I presume it may be from the same people. I don't know. Maybe it's just people trolling or whatever. I don't know what the case is, but it's sad. It's really sad how like I can't tell who it is that talks negatively in the comments anymore due to how many enemies I've made on this platform. Um, but I just think that I think it's sad how people like Alex, like, he can spit out leftist bull crap and get a lot of love for it. But then when I say mask wearing should be by choice, it's like, oh, you're delusional. We really do live in a backwards generation, man. Like, to think that my thought process is weird to some people. You know, who knew that going back to how things were just a few years ago was such a terrible thing to wish for? But then they say, oh, well, then do this, do the requirements. Oh, so what? We just have to surrender things in order for normal life to come back? No, absolutely not. These stupid people that are in power, they should just give us they should just give us normal life back, you know, with no sacrifices or anything. Because, like I said before in that comment section, none of us agreed to this lifestyle. None of us agreed to sacrifice our freedoms for how we had to live through 2020 and even now to an extent. And that's another thing too. What do you got? What year do you think is worse, 2020 or 2021? Because I have been thinking about that recently. I was really trying to think like what year, because this has been a bad year too. I do believe that this has been a bad year too. So it really is hard to establish which year was worse, this year or the last. One of my friends drove us to church the other day, and she's a pop and rap fan. When we left, I played Cannibal Corpse on. Oh, she actually liked it, which is unexpected. Yeah, that is unexpected. People nowadays are like, "How dare you make your own choice?" Yeah, yeah, and it's funny because that they claim to be the side of equality, and it's like, okay, well, if you believe in equality so much, where's the equality for people who don't want a mask? 2021 unpopular opinion. Yeah, yeah, I can understand that. But then again, 2020 and 2021 are like clones. Very true. You know, I actually might agree with your opinion there because I think the thing was in 2020, I think okay, here's my thing. With 2020, I think it wasn't as bad because we all assumed that, this pandemic would only last until November, which was when the election was. So I think then we just kind of assumed, okay, that's probably when the pandemic's going to end because, I mean, Alex would probably disagree with me, but no surprise there. But, he thinks it's a bold statement that I think that this is all politicized. You know what I'm saying? But then I think when 2021 came around, it's like this is still going on. Like this crap is still going on. Sup, Zach? Hey, what's going on? Bucky, how's it going? Welcome. Exactly, like my stupid bus driver. Makes us wear masks, not by choice. He said we shouldn't have a problem with wearing one. Yeah. Well, you're not on the bus for that long, are you? I mean, I can see if it if it was like an hour long bus drive, but I mean, I doubt that you're on for that long. I mean, obviously, when they were required, we didn't have a choice. At least 2020 started off pretty good. 2021, every day is exactly the same crap. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I can't say that 2020 started off that bad. I mean, by January 2020, I mean, we didn't expect anything to happen. Like we didn't expect it to be the year that it was. I think we all kind of hoped it'd be a good year, but it's still very hard for me to believe that like this is where we're at to this day. Like this is where we at right. This is where we are right now in humanity. I just think like I wish I could be like frozen in time or something. Like someone would just you know get me unfrozen when everything goes back to normal. I guess. Um, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Max? Welcome to the stream. 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, well that's not too bad. Now it's 2020 good? No, it's not. Yeah, yeah, man. Dude, 2020 was not a good year. There's just no other way around it. Hey Zach, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. Hey Christian, how's it going? You're good. Don't worry about it. I want to go back to last decade. Yeah, dude, especially the early 2010s. Some of the best days of my life were in the early 2010s. Like I want to say from 2000, like I would say 2011 to 2015. Like those were the days for me. Have you seen my guitar solo video? I have not, Max. Sorry, man. I might have to check that out though. Just a while ago, I pre-ordered the new Iron Maiden album. Very cool, Christian. Yeah, I have my copy of the album pre-ordered as well. I was younger in the early 2010s, but I still loved it. Yeah. Well, I think we were all younger in the early 2010s. But yeah, it is kind of funny how life works sometimes. Like it's like when a new decade starts, it's like something new. Like I hope that this like pandemic life. I hope it doesn't last till the entire like it doesn't last till 2030. You know, because man, dude, there's so much I want to achieve in life, and I'm not waiting till 2030 to achieve it. To achieve those things, I had the money to pre-order, but I just didn't have the time to pre-order it until now. Yeah, I can't imagine 2030. Yeah, I mean it's probably not going. It's probably going to be way before 2030. Like, I think the soonest is probably 2022 is probably when, I mean, that's my guess anyway, when all this could end. To me, anyway, I think that's the soonest, which I don't mind waiting till 2022. Some people even say, like, even this December, things could go bad, but I'll believe it when I see it, of course. And that's kind of been my attitude lately. Is just I'll believe it when I see it. Like, I want something to happen. I mean, the thing is, something's coming, and I do have peace knowing that. Like, I know that, like, there's people that are gonna take matters into their own hands, or the good people will come out and take care of things, I guess. I also just found out Testament is going back on tour in September. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, dude, 2030 though, like, dude, how old would I be in 2030? 34, I think. Something like that. Um, what's worse is my school didn't make us wear masks for the first week, and then we have to. Like, really, we're finally going back to normal, kinda, and then all this crap. Yeah, it it just doesn't add up to me. Like, nothing about this whole situation makes any sense to me anymore. Like, I don't know how all the other states are, but I just know that here, um, like, we don't really have to wear masks all that much. I mean, obviously, in a few, like, very few places, very few places. Like, probably like the doctor's offices and stuff, but I mean, you don't have to wear them at restaurants or grocery stores or anything. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So I did notice on my Toddler Tour rant video that I actually got a comment from Metal Meltdown. I don't know if you guys know who that is. I mean, I'm kind of I'm kind of aware of how he is though, as far as um, his affiliations are concerned, I guess. But I just think it's interesting how Metal Meltdown never comments on my videos until I make a controversial video like I did the other day. You know? Oh yeah, Zach, my pre-order of the new Iron Maiden album, my copy is just the regular CD, not the deluxe edition. Yeah, I just got the regular edition too. The deluxe edition doesn't interest me that much. The box set of the new Iron Maiden album does interest me, but I'm not crazy about what I saw from the booklet. But the box set is like over $100 or something like that, which I'm just like, no, I'm not paying that much. Um, you know who the Metal Meltdown is? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Dude, it's so hard to trust the metal community because I don't know, someone had to tell him about the video because I mean the dude never comments on my videos, so it's just again, it's just kind of funny because again, he never comments on any of my videos, but then he commented on that one, you know. Yeah, man, I think I've pretty much what am I trying to say? I guess um my ways with the metal community are just done, I guess. I recently got into a new artist called Speed. I mean, I know MJ like rap music. I don't think he's here yet. No, he's not. What up? Hey, what's up, Prism Metaler? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Yeah, the box set looked very interesting though. Yeah, yeah, it did. I mean, I like the way it looks and everything. I mean, I think MJ actually pre ordered it, so I'll probably just watch his unboxing whenever he gets it because it does look interesting. Hey, Prism Metaler, if you think the Shags are bad, then you haven't listened. Then you haven't heard legendary Stardust Cowboy. Yeah, I never heard of them. What did he say anyway? Well, he was basically saying that I was a hypocrite in that video because you know, like I spoke about my stances, and he got the idea that I thought that he should be because I said that he should be fired from Queensryche. But the only reason I say that is just because of the whole double standard issue. Because if he would have said something that was, you know, I guess something that's well a little conservative, I guess, then yeah, he would have been kicked out of the band. But because he didn't, um, you know, he's privileged. He doesn't get to go through that. But and that's what I have a problem with the whole Todd Latour situation. Only 5 people in the stream so far. Yeah, Zach, we all know Senjutsu is the final Iron Maiden album in Hope. Really? Is it really the last one? Someone called me spoiled brat for driving. That's just, I think if lately someone has been trolling me on YouTube. Um, yeah, man, I don't know who that would be. I mean, it could be him. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think he said anything about you, at least as far as what I've researched. But you never know. You never know. But yeah, that is ridiculous. Dude, I just couldn't believe Metal Meltdown. Like, dude, I don't like the thing is, man, it's like I don't know what they're doing. The thing is, I don't even know who to trust anymore. Like, I I hate to be this way, but I don't trust anyone in the metal community. Everyone that's on that Discord, that metal community Discord that I'm in, I don't know if I trust anyone in there now. You know? Maybe because, oh, Zach's not into black metal or death metal, you know? I wish Iron Maiden would go back to old school Maiden and sound like they were. It's not just like heavy metal. Yeah, true. And not modern metal. Well, I think that I think that Iron Maiden still sounds good to this day. I mean, yeah, they don't sound as good as they used to, but I still think that they make solid music. I watched your Todd Latour rant. He tell Todd to shut up. Never seen you lose your cool like that. You're usually calm and collective when you rant. Yeah, I usually am. But like I said in that video, dude, like I've never been this upset about like a front man. You know, which one? The Quest for Metal one? No, Quest for Metal. I think recently invited me to one though. I think Trenches might run the that Discord that I'm talking about. But I'm sure that some of the same people are in Quest for Metals. I don't know, man. Like I don't know who to trust. I mean, the fact that I don't know. Iron Maiden still has great albums in the 2000s. Yes. Yes, they do. I'm not into black metal or death metal either, Zach. Yeah. Especially black metal. Death metal I kind of like. I mean, I do like the band Death and I do like the band Obituary, but besides those two bands, I'm not really a fan. I don't know, just extreme metal just doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's kind of just samey to me, you know. Like if you guys know me well enough, I prefer melody in my music. Like I love melody. So and unfortunately a lot of that stuff doesn't have melody. And if it does, it's very hard to notice. Quest for Metal was pretty chill. Yeah, Quest for Metal's all right. He's all right. Zach, the first 7 Iron Maiden albums are the best ones. That's when they were really heavy metal. Yeah. Although when it comes to the album Killers, that's like that's interesting because that's like really the only '80s Iron Maiden album that I think could be on par for one of their as being it could be a contender for being worse than um, one of their modern albums. Left a like on the stream. Thank you, Max. It means a lot to me. Like Power Slave, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, Peace of Mind, and the debut. All great albums. I just noticed one of my videos is about to reach 2K views. Hey, that's cool, man. Congrats on that. Um, I think the most views I ever got on a video was like 6K or something. I think it's a Metallica video that I did that got the most views. Of course, Metallica. Opinion on King Diamond? Never really listened to them. Killers is the weakest of '80s. Yeah, it is. It's a good album, but it just doesn't have the same replay value as the others. Book of Souls is underrated. I personally would not agree with that at all, actually. because I do feel like the Book of Souls is actually kind of overhyped. Because I know that there's some people that say that it's like in the top five best Iron Maiden albums, which I don't agree with at all. Still a good album though. Still a good album. Thanks. Yeah. Especially Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. The stream needs to pick up. Where's MJ? I don't know where MJ is. Dance of Death is very underrated in my opinion. Yeah, it's underrated. I would probably agree with that one. I'll be honest. I think the reason why some people say Dance of Death is the weakest of the modern era of Maiden is just because of the album cover. Just because I don't like the album cover. And yeah, it does have a weird album cover. Yes, it does, but the music itself, it's pretty good. It's pretty darn good, I'd say. I can agree with you on that one, man. Yeah. My problem with the Book of Souls is when I try to listen to it full after two or three songs, I get bored. Yeah, yeah. That's actually one of my problems with the Book of Souls. It for me, it just really drags on. It just I feel like it goes on um, way longer than it needs to. I mean, the songs are good, but it's just is it necessary to have that many songs on the album? And I'm not gonna lie, that is something that I'm kind of worried about with this new album. Like, because I know it's going to be a double album as well, so I'm like, is this going to have that same problem? I hope not. I think it'll be a great album regardless, though. Dance of Death is my favorite modern Maiden album. That's interesting. I would actually say it's my second favorite. My first would obviously be Brave New World. I mean, when it comes to modern Maiden, nothing tops Brave New World to me. That album is it's just fantastic from start to finish. Not everyone listen up. Iron Maiden weakest album is Virtual 11. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely their weakest. All the songs are too long. Not all long songs are bad, but when it's the whole album, it doesn't go anywhere. Then yeah, I get bored. Yeah, I understand that. The song "Dance of Death" is a masterpiece. Yeah, that's a great song. I would say that that's it's at least in the top five of the best modern Maiden tracks. I would say Brave New World is my second favorite. Nice. My favorite modern Maiden album is The Book of Souls. Really? Hmm. That's interesting. Second favorite is probably Brave New World. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I know some people say that like The Book of Souls was like the best thing that they came out with since 80s Iron Maiden, which I'm just like, are you serious? Like, no. Like I very much prefer um, Brave New World and Dance of Death probably. I mean, nowadays Dance of Death and the Book of Souls, they kind of are on par for me these days. But I think most days I would go with Dance of Death. I wish one day Monolith would show his face in here. Oh, he has before. He has. But I just want him to be irrelevant at this point, you know, because that crap with him has gone on long enough. It's gone on way longer than it needed to. But either way, um, I don't know if you guys knew, but I did recently also pre-order the new Dream Theater album, A View from the Top of the World, and I'm definitely looking forward to that one. I actually did listen to Dream Theater a little bit last night, and I'll be honest, I haven't I only listened to like a few songs and just moved on to something else, and I think that's because I've listened to them so much this year that I'm just kind of sick of them to an extent. I think when the new album comes out, I'll be jamming some Dream Theater more, but recently I've just been kind of tired of them just due to the fact that I've listened to them so much. I mean, they're easily one of my most listened to bands of the year for sure. And that, I guess you could say, that would probably intensify when the new album comes out. Do you guys think Metallica and Iron Maiden should tour together or no? I would be up for that. I would like to go see both of them. I wouldn't say it's modern anymore. I would stop calling it modern if it reached 15 or 16. What? Dang. I don't know, man. I to me, I albums from '02, I still would consider modern. To me, I think anything after the year 2000 you could say is modern because I mean that's really the best way to describe the sound. I think like what would you call it though? Like if '70s and '80s, like if that era is considered a classic era, then like I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, I guess. Who do you like better, Dave Murray or John Pertucci? Probably John. Dave Murray's a great guitar player, though. They're both excellent. I mean, both of them would probably make my top 10 guitarists of all time. Maybe that's a list I'll make one of these days. Maybe like a top 10 guitar players of all time list or something. I think that would be kind of interesting. I honestly think Final Frontier is the worst Iron Maiden album because with Virtual 11, at least that album, I remember 4 or 5 songs. I don't remember anything from the Final Frontier. Yeah, that's fair. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Final Frontier, that album is kind of forgettable for me as well. So I totally understand where you're coming from. I mean, the thing is for me, there's two songs. There's two songs on the Final Frontier that really there's two songs on the album I think for me that makes it better than Virtual 11. And that is the title track and When the Wild Wind Blows. Those songs I think are really great. I think both are great songs. Everything else on the album is just kind of okay, you know. You should make a rant video about bass players. Like, who are your favorite bass players? Why would I make that a rant though? Dude, I think doing a bass player video list video that would not be easy because dude, I'll be honest. A lot of times when I listen to music, I barely even pay attention to the bass. Like I want to hear guitars and vocals. That's I don't know about you guys, but when it comes to listening to music, guitars and vocals are really the things that I'm looking for. I would say that maybe drumming is an honorable mention, but I don't know. Like I said before, I love melody in music, and that's where you get I guess, the bulk of melody is within the guitars and the vocals. Final Frontier is the second worst album from Maiden. Yeah, I might agree with that actually. I like the Final Frontier. Just to give you some ideas, Zach. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, the Final Frontier is not a bad album. It's just a lot of the tracks are just rather forgettable. Early Metallica, I pay attention to Cliff's bass more. Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. None of them, not a lot of them are forgettable. All of them are. See, I actually don't agree with that because I think When the Wild Wind Blows is very memorable. I mean, to me, that's the most memorable thing on the album, with the title track being an honorable mention, I think. Because, like I said, the title track and When the Wild Wind Blows are probably the best songs on the album, for me anyway. Everything else, I'm not that crazy about. Oh, and the song Coming Home is not too bad either. I will say that. But then you got songs like Starblind, and which is one of the worst Iron Maiden songs, I think, or at least one of the most forgettable Iron Maiden songs. I know some people, I know some people consider that to be a favorite on the album, but I never understood the hype for it. I do remember a riff in Always Man. Oh, okay. Yep, good stuff. Will you ever rank Anthrax albums? I believe I have already. I believe I did that already on the channel, Mr. Immortal. Yeah, we don't have a lot of people here today, which is, well, it is kind of late, so, and everyone's probably getting ready for the weekend, so. Oh yeah, next year Anthrax will go tour in Europe. That's cool. I um I did hear that Anthrax might be releasing their new album next year as well, you know? So that is exciting. I think Anthrax are doing some shows, some live shows in September. It's cool. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like when it comes to live shows and stuff, like, dude, it's been forever since I've been to a concert. So when I hear about concerts and stuff, it's like I don't even know why I even bother. Zach, do you think Trivium are the next Metallica? I think that I think they could pass for a modern day Metallica. But in my opinion, Metallica cannot be cloned, I guess. I think so because Trivium are very heavy. Yeah, I mean, well, there's heavier bands than Trivium, and Metallica's not even the heaviest band. So, I mean, to say that they're very heavy, I don't think is, you know, a reason to, I guess, justify the fact that they're the modern day Metallica. That's just my take on it, though. But yeah, I mean, I can see that. But yeah, when it comes to Anthrax, I think they're a good band, but I don't really return to them a whole lot, to be honest. You know, the Black Album is 30 years old. Yeah, yeah. I know they're coming out with that anniversary edition, which I'll probably eventually get. That comes out next month, actually. The heaviest band is Slipknot because they are popular. I wouldn't say the reason that Slipknot is the heaviest band is because they're popular. I also wouldn't agree that they're the heaviest band either. Um, I don't know, man. The heaviest band out there is probably something in black metal or death metal. I don't know. Something in the more extreme side, though. Man, just imagine how the lines in stores were like in 1991. Yeah. And I was thinking about that. I was more so thinking about the fact that, like, because I remember recently I got an Asia CD at the Exchange, and I was thinking, yeah, this band seems very underrated, but at the same time, it's like almost good that the band is underrated because you don't have to worry about people taking the last CD or anything. You know, but yeah, personally, I don't understand the fascination with digital media. I mean, I do sometimes, but not all the time. Like the people that do digital for all music, like they never go out and buy CD or vinyl or tapes or whatever. Like they literally only do uh, digital, and it's the same way with movies and video games as well. Like that blows my mind because it's like you're missing out on that feeling and actually going out and purchasing something. Like there's just something so significant about that feeling. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's personally how I feel. Be wiful, be wiful. Ha, yeah, right. Um, be mindful and wise. Hey Zach, do you think Iron Maiden's Senjutsu will be better than the Book of Souls? I do think it will be. I do think it will be. I was being sarcastic. Oh, okay. I got you. All right, so you should do a top 10 Metallica songs after the Black Album. Maybe, maybe. It's Friday night. I'll go out with some buddies for drinks and a good time. See you later, bro. All right, Andrew. You have fun, man. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, cool. Most people prefer a digital copy of music, but some, like myself, prefer a CD instead. Yeah, that's why a lot of places go under. Like that's why a lot of FYE stores shut down. And man, just dude, thank God. I mean, thank God for Exchange. I mean, Exchange really is just a gift from heaven. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I mean, because there's quite a few of those stores in my area, so it's good to see that there's companies like that that still support physical media. And the dudes that work at the exchange as well are really great dudes as well. At least at the one that's closest to me. Your favorite Metallica after the Black Album is Spit Out the Bone. I guess you mean Metallica song. I actually might agree with that. Most people. Oh, I already read that. John Bush era Anthrax is underrated. Sound of White Noise and We Come For You All are good albums. Yeah. I think Sound of White Noise is probably the best album with John Bush on vocals. The Sad State of Music stores, right? Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. But yeah, I do miss the FYE that actually used to be in the mall. That's the most local to me. And it's really dumb too because the last time that FYE was open, I was really only into a few bands. Like I was into no more than uh, 7 or 8 bands or something. Probably not even that. So I can't imagine the stuff that I'd be collecting from that FYE if it was still open nowadays. What's my favorite Alice in Chains album? Um, I have my days where it changes, but I would probably either say Facelift or Dirt. But Dirt does have two of my favorite Alice in Chains songs of all time, and those are, of course, Wood and Angry Chair. Last time I went back to FYE for the first time since 2019, and they hardly had any good CDs. That's pretty lame. Yeah, FYE the last couple of times have been kind of underwhelming for me as well. The only good CDs I found were Avenged Sevenfold and Volbeat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold. I mean, that's a band that I really tried to get into, man, but dude, I just can't get into them, man. I don't know if it's because I wasn't a fan since like since I was younger or whatever, but I don't know. Because you see, bands like Avenged Sevenfold and Slipknot and Disturbed, like to me, those seem like to be bands that are like you're meant to get into when you're younger, I guess. And I think maybe because I discovered them later in life, that's why they don't do a whole lot for me because I didn't discover them way sooner, I guess. The only good thing about digital music is discovering new music or really underrated bands from the 70s and 80s and 90s. Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is very true. And, you have to wonder how people did it back in the day. Like, like, um, what am I trying to say? Like, how are you supposed to listen to a single over and over again? And just discover more music. Like, without the internet, I don't know how I would discover more music. And it's like back then. It's like you go to a record store, you see an album, and you just kind of play a guessing game, I guess. Now I don't know how they did it back in the 70s and the 80s, but that's just what I that's what I kind of take from it. Like, you play this guessing game about who's a good band and who isn't, and you purchase it, and if you don't like it, you take it back, and then you keep looking, and then repeat. And that's how you discover what music you really like and what bands you like. So yeah, I do understand that digital media is convenient. Especially YouTube. Like, if you're looking to check out a band, um, you could just look up the band on YouTube and listen to their music and see if you like them. It's that simple. Um, it's the vocals. Avenged Sevenfold. You have to appreciate his style, and I can't get into his way of singing. Yeah, yeah. I never could get into the vocals. Tried to get into the Corpse, but I just couldn't. Yeah, I'm not into them either, Christian. Are you looking forward to the new Dream Theater album? You bet I am. I actually have the album pre-ordered. Yeah, definitely one of my most anticipated albums of this fall. Sea of Tranquility said that back then you just had to take risks with buying stuff. You either heard it on the radio or you saw the cool album cover. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. I think that's what I wanted to say. Something about the radio, like you listen to something on the radio. Some parents don't listen to, or some parents don't let their children listen to Metallica because they think Metallica are satanic. Well, if they think Metallica of all bands is satanic, then you know explore the black metal world. You know, Metallica are not like Slayer, right? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I heard a lot of crazy stories like back in the '80s about the controversy surrounding metal and stuff, dude. Like I don't know how metalheads did it back then. You know, like metalheads really they probably had it really bad in the '80s due to all the controversy and stuff that was surrounding it. Even in the late '70s as well. And let me tell you something else too. Nowadays, I actually don't like being called a metalhead because the thing is like I don't like enough metal bands. I don't think in order to be considered a metalhead. Like most of the bands that I've gotten into this year are in rock. Now I wouldn't consider myself a rocker as well. Now, if you wanted to say that I'm a rocker and a metalhead, I'd be fine. Okay, I'd be fine with that. I think that would be fair. But I don't know. Like people living in 2017, uh, still want to call me just a metalhead. Like that's something that some people have to understand. I mean, I try not to let it get to me that much, but it's like it's kind of silly. I don't know. I just think half the time, like you do realize the last couple bands I got into were in rock, right? Like you realize that I don't just listen to metal, and I think that's a stereotype that does go with a lot of metalheads. Like a lot of non-metalheads think that metalheads only listen to metal, and I think because I get into bands like Led Zeppelin and Van Halen, for example. Like people might say that they're metal bands just because I'm into them. Like maybe just because Zach is into Van Halen, that must mean that Van Halen's a metal band because, like, why would Zach want to check out a rock band, right? So that's kind of my take on it. But I'll get to your comments here. I can't wait for the new Megadeth album this year coming soon. Yeah, could be coming either this year or early 2022. I did like the new Iron Maiden album. It's all right. Also, what's up, Zach? What do you wait? So you listened to the new Iron Maiden album? How did you do that? I listen to music that mostly, but I only wear some rock shirts and I dress normal clothes instead of a metalhead. But I do like metal, right? I hear what you're saying. Are you a fan of Gojira? Gojira is a band that I would like to look into. I don't know. I'll have to do more research. To me, if you listen to metal, then you're a metalhead. I think I'm a metalhead, but I think I also listen to a lot of rock too. Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I don't see the thing is like I don't think it's that simple though. Like for example, let's say Metallica. Let's say Metallica is the only metal band that someone listens to. Like let's say this person, like the majority of the stuff they listen to are Cardi B or and Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. Like mostly modern pop and hip hop. Let's say that. But then they also throw Metallica into that mix. Like would you really still call them a metalhead? That's the thing. But at the same time, let's say there's someone who's not really into music that much. Like they're just really only into a handful of bands. And let's say all these bands are metal bands. Let's say these bands are Metallica, Anthrax, Pantera, Iron Maiden. Like maybe those are the only metal bands that this person might listen to. Yeah, I'd probably still consider them a metalhead if that's all that they listen to. But at the same time, if like let's say that person still listens to those four metal bands that I mentioned, but then they're into like 20 artists in rap and hip hop and pop, then would you really still call them a metalhead? It's kind of hard to tell. Like it's kind of that's kind of tough. Their singles on new Iron Maiden, I meant not the new album. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, the singles were pretty good. True, yeah. I saw Gojira 4 years ago. Yeah, pretty cool, man. Saw Gojira in Austin with Slipknot. Very cool. But yeah, that's kind of my stance on the whole thing. Like, because lately the bands that I've been wanting to get into recently are in rock. Like, they're not even in metal. So that's why I'm like, would I really consider myself a full time metalhead? I guess you could say nowadays. I'm gonna go to sleep now because I'm tired. Good night. All right, Mr. Immortal. Take care. Are you a fan of Carcass? I think Carcass is okay. I actually don't mind them. I'm not really into them, but they're not bad. I know I have listened to a handful of songs. The thing is that like I'm not really into a lot of extreme stuff, and that's something that I get a lot of crap for from the metal community. But I mean, I'm not going to change my ways just for the sake of other people, and I think there's enough people that do that, to be honest. When I listen to rock and metal, I can consider a metalhead, but I never dress like one. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that doesn't really matter, though. You know, like I don't think it's about your appearance or what you look like that really makes someone a metalhead, which some metal elitists might think that. Like, there's metal elitists out there that think that uh, women who wear band shirts are posers, which is pretty close-minded to say the least. Because it's like, well, you don't know that. Hey, what's up, Kyle Keith? Oh yes, third stream in a row. This is awesome. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll probably keep going for at least a half hour more. I don't plan on this one being that long, to be honest. But I think this has been a pretty chill stream for the most part. There is another band, well, not really a band, but there is an artist that I do want to look into, and it's actually Phil Collins solo stuff. I mean that's actually something I do want to invest in very soon because obviously I really do like the band Genesis. So I'm like, and I have heard some Phil Collins solo stuff, and I'm like, this is actually not much different from uh, Genesis music, and I do like what I've heard from his solo stuff as well. So I'll probably look into his solo stuff more. But yeah, I don't know. Like there really hasn't been many bands in recent time that have been piquing my interest that I want to check out. Like I do want to check out the band Gentle Giant as well because I do know that they're prog rock. But at the same time, it's like, man, like more prog rock, really? It's getting to a point where I'm like, I don't know who else to look into. You know, like I'm kind of like taking a break from checking out metal bands because man, these past few years, I think I've gotten into enough metal. I really need to give more rock uh, some time. I was going to see Guns N' Roses live next Wednesday, but I have to cancel their final world tour. Oh yeah, okay. I only like four songs of Guns N' Roses. Oh okay. Yeah, I'm not really into Kiss or Guns N' Roses, to be honest. I know both bands are very big bands, though. You saw Guns N' Roses live 4 years ago. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I think Guns N' Roses is kind of overrated, to be honest. Not the worst thing out there, but not really for me. I was hoping to see Megadeth earlier this year, but I chose Kiss. Are you kidding me, Christian? you, are you kidding me? Oh, dude, Kiss over Megadeth? Really? Really? Dang. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I think that's a pretty poor choice you made there. Uh, Guns N' Roses can be overrated, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely. Kiss over Guns N' Roses. Yeah, I mean, if you had to make me choose, I probably would choose Kiss over Guns N' Roses, though. Now, with Kiss, I don't think that they're bad, but I don't know. They're another band I never really got into. Can't get into all classic bands, of course. And that's the thing too, man. Like some people have this idea like if you like one classic rock band, that must mean that you like all of them. Not true. Absolutely not true. Or you have to like all of them or whatever. Not necessarily. Zach, this is his farewell tour. Only saw them one time, which was 10 years ago, and I've been wanting to see Kiss again, but I never got to until now. Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, if it's their farewell tour, then yeah, that's understandable. But then again, you don't know when Megadeth will have their farewell tour. You know, they could call it quits by 2024, maybe shortly after the release of their new album, maybe a couple years after. Because I guess we'll get the new Megadeth album in 2022. I strongly do believe that we will get it either. I think the earliest is probably November, but never know. I mean, Megadeth, they do seem to still have it in them to make music. Uh, Next year on August 2nd, 2022, I'll go see Motley Crue with Poison and also the two bands I don't like, in my opinion, Def Leppard. Dude, dude, Def Leppard is the only band that I like out of all the bands you mentioned there. Dang. But yeah, that's cool. This is my last chance to see them again, so that's why I choose them over Megadeth. Yeah, alright, that's understandable. Megadeth farewell tour in 2024. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, Slayer retired, so you don't know what's going to go on with Megadeth. I don't know. It's really sad because I have a feeling, like, I do have a feeling in this decade, this is when a lot of these legendary metal bands will be saying farewell. And then it's like, what's next? Like, no, it's like, no, don't leave us here with these crappy modern emo bands. No. Wow, I'm late. What's up? Hey, what's going on, Jewel? Welcome. How's it going? Yeah, you are kind of late. Never gone into Slayer that much. I only like two songs for them. Um, yeah, I'm not really into Slayer either. Not bad, but just not for me. Zach, after the Kiss tickets I got for my birthday, I told my parents I was over the Slayer concert 3 years ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was 3 years ago at this point. I think I remember you telling me about that story, Christian. Imagine this: Metallica released an album in 2022 and announced farewell tour. The oh gosh, thought Metallica are making a new album this year. Oh well, they probably are making one, but I don't know if it's going to come out this year. I mean, more than likely, they're not going to release a new album this year. I mean, especially since we have uh, that anniversary edition of the Black Album. I think the earliest we can get a new Metallica album is probably by 2022, probably later in the year, if I were to guess. Although, didn't one of you say that they're going to remaster Saint Anger? So, I mean, maybe there's a chance that we get a Saint Anger remastered edition in 2022, and then in 2023 we get the new Metallica album. That's something that I could see happening. Metallica will probably be the last band to retire from the 80s. Probably. Yeah, around 2022 it could be a better idea for Metallica's new album. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And if you think about it, I heard that I heard from somewhere that James Hetfield didn't want a longer gap this time around. Like they wanted the next album to come out sooner this time, like not an 8 year wait in between Death Magnetic and Hardwired to Self Destruct. So it definitely would make sense if they released it in 2022. That would only be like 6 years in between albums, which is not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, around 2022, that could be a better idea. You know, Saint Anger doesn't deserve a remaster. I didn't like Weezer's Enter Sandman cover, in my opinion. Yeah, sounds too poppy. Never liked Saint Anger album all that much. Yeah, I mean, Saint Anger is easily their worst. Of all Metallica CDs, why not? Why remaster Saint Anger? Remix the entire CD with new drums and more polished remastering. There's a difference between remastering and remixing. Yeah, probably. I actually would not mind a remastered version of Death Magnetic, obviously due to the production of that album. Because I think, because obviously the production of that album isn't very great. So maybe they could get away with, I don't know, doing a remaster for that album. And you do have to wonder, are they going to do repressings for all their albums with each anniversary? Like let's say by 2033, are they going to do a Saint Anger like like anniversary edition or something? It's kind of something you have to wonder. And there is MJ Nation. Welcome, man. Welcome. Frantic isn't that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I can agree with that. I'm back. Welcome back, Max. The albums I like: Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, and Justice for All, The Black and yeah, yeah, for sure. And you know what? I don't think Load is that bad. I mean, yeah, it's not one of their best, but I think it's decent. I think it's a decent album. MJ is here. Awesome. Where's Andrew? Oh, Andrew had to go, I think. He said he had to hang out with some friends and stuff. Hey, what's up, Metalhead81? Welcome. Have you listened to Master of Puppets cover from Trivium? Um, that song is probably my favorite Metallica cover song. I think I have heard that already from somewhere. I don't remember where, but yeah, I did hear it, I think. I did hear that Dream Theater is also coming out with another one of their Archive CD sets. They're coming out with a Metallica covers album of the Master of Puppets album, uh, the entirety of it, all the cover of it. Trivium cover of Metallica is good and all right. Yeah. Is that covered Whiplash? How'd you know? But I still like the old one, in my opinion. Yeah. On Zach to do a full cover of "Shoot Me Again." Shoot me again. I ain't dead yet. Dude, that song. No, just no. I should be getting it on September 10th. Cool. Yeah, I think mine said it'll be here the 7th, I think, of September. I'll have to take a look. Um, yeah, I'll have to take a look. Iron Maiden box set recently. Nice. Cool, man. I think a lot, I think not a lot of people like the Crusade from Trivium because the album sounds like 80s Metallica. So, hey yo, hey, what's up, Long? Welcome. And you guys coming in at the worst possible time because I actually don't plan on streaming that much longer. But yeah, I did recently pre-order the new Dream Theater album as well. I have pretty much everything I want pre-ordered except for the new Trivium album. That's the only thing I need to pre-order now. And I would like to get the Metallica um, Black Album Anniversary Edition as well. Dude, this fall, this fall is gonna be great. I tell you. Okay, yeah, mine is saying it's gonna come September the 9th. Okay. Well, we all know that one's coming the soonest, so I won't even worry about when the others are coming right now. I think MJ got the box set. Yeah, because MJ's income is a little bit better than mine, so of course I just got the regular CD, no booklet or anything, because I think there is a booklet edition as well. But I am interested to seeing what the box set looks like though, so I'll probably watch MJ's box set. This, the sick, the dying, dead. Yeah, I heard that that's what the name of the new Megadeth album is going to be called. Yeah, true. I wonder when Anthrax will release a new CD. Their last one was in 2016. I think we'll probably get a new album soon. You're getting the box set, yeah. I heard Anthrax might release their album next year. Yeah, that's what you were saying. New Iron Maiden, new Trivium, new Yes, new Dream Theater album should be a great fall. Yeah, definitely. I'm curious, did you pre-order the 3C version of the Black Album? I did on Amazon. No, I didn't get that yet. I'm probably gonna wait to pre-order that one last, or maybe the next thing I pre-order. I'm not sure. I will eventually get it though. That much I know. I also have the box I pre-ordered of the new Yes album and the new Dream Theater album. Jeez, that's insane, man. Yeah, I just have the regular editions for all those albums, and even then, I'm kind of I guess attacking the wallet. So yeah, there's no way I could have pre-ordered the box sets to any of them. The Crusade is actually my favorite Trivium album. I think their most sounding thrash metal album. Oh, it is. It is. This year is the best. This year is the best for music. I'll be honest. This year did turn out to be really good. I mean, I'm surprised. I am honestly surprised because you know last May I was getting really concerned for this year for music because yeah, we had a new album from Soen and we had a new album from Fear Factory and Blaze Bailey's solo album was pretty good too, but it's every so far this year my albums of the year are from bands that I just got into. And how often are we going to keep returning to the albums from Soen and Fear Factory? Probably not very much. But man, when Iron Maiden announced their new album, I was like, finally. And then we heard news about Yes's new album, and then, or actually, I think Yes announced their new album before Iron Maiden did, and then Iron Maiden announced their new album, and then I believe Trivium announced their new album, and then Dream Theater did. So yeah, this year did turn out to be very good for music, or at least I hope. I mean, I'm sure the albums we're looking forward to will be good. All right, I think we can all predict that the albums from Trivium, Yes, Dream Theater, and Iron Maiden will all be solid. Yes is still making music. Yep, 2021 is a great year for rock and metal music. Yes, better than 2020 for sure. Definitely. 2020 was okay for new music. I mean, we did have What the Dead Men Say and Ohms and Long Day Good Night, but those three albums to me are really the saving graces of last year. But I don't even return to some of those albums very much. I mean, occasionally I'll return to some tracks from Ohms. I mean, I think nowadays Ohms would be my favorite album of 2020, even though in my list I had Long Day Good Night at number one. But these days, I probably would go with Ohms. I don't return to the new Fear Factory album a lot, to be honest, but it's still pretty good. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. MJ, if you did an unboxing of the Black Album, it would get a ton of views. This way, you can get more subscribers. Because someone said Alex has more subs. He does, yeah. That is true, though. That is true. What is your top three Trivium albums? Uh, well, Shogun I'd have at number one. Number two, probably The Sin in the Sentence. Number three, probably Ascendancy. Those would probably be my top three. MJ, don't hate me for this, but I was hoping to see Megadeth, but I chose Kiss over Megadeth. Yeah, yeah, that's what you said, Christian. Alex surpassed me with subs somehow. Yeah, maybe I'll do an unboxing for Metallica Remaster. Yeah, that's cool, man. I was going to do a request prediction next year as a big festival for Halloween. The day of Halloween before November 1st is when it is Halloween. From October 20th through November the 1st. Okay. Shogun, The Sin in the Sentence, and Ascendancy. Yep. Yep. That's the same for me too. Your top three would be The Crusade, Shogun, Ascendancy. Those are not bad choices. Yeah, The Crusade would maybe be my number four. Maybe my fourth or fifth favorite. Yes, I did. I got nothing to say. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yesterday I was listening to some Trivium. Yeah. Can't wait to see Obituary and Prong in October. That's cool, man. I actually heard that Obituary is coming out with a new album in 2022 as well. So that's pretty cool. Has there been any other nasty comments from anybody lately? Oh, that is something I did want to mention. Okay, Zach, I'm gonna go. Thanks for another live stream, man. Take care. Thank you for joining, Christian. Take care, man. I did want to bring that up though. If you guys haven't noticed, I did unlist my my rant on Toddler Tour. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think someone is trying to. I don't know. I think someone's trying to make a fool out of me, like, and that's why I got a lot of votes on the polls to do a Toddler Tour rant because I think someone might be like doing alt accounts or whatever. So yeah. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I don't know. I have trust issues, man. My least favorite Trivium album is either Silence in the Snow or Vengeance Falls. Um, I would actually say Ember to Inferno is my least favorite, but second to that would be Silence in the Snow, probably. Obituary's last album was great. Did not know they were coming out with a new album. That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Ember is my least favorite. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is with Ember to Inferno. I don't know if it's just the band was just kind of like they were, well, obviously, yeah, they were younger and not as professional, but and the production was kind of but still a good album though. Still a very good album. That Stolen Rush poster behind Zach. Yeah, I wanted to end the stream like 5 minutes ago because I told everyone a half hour. Actually, it has been a half hour, so I might wrap up here shortly. I know this wasn't as long as my other streams, but it is what it is. So if you guys have anything else to say before I wrap up here, now would be a good time. Wasn't here very long, but nice stream though. Yeah, thank you, man. This stream wasn't as long as the last two that I did. Take care, man. All right, you too, man. See you on Instagram. Okay. Well, with that said, thank you all for joining the stream. So have a good night. Take care.